guys, welcome to Al Outdoors. Thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be talking about my little carving kit that I made up. I made up a leather pouch so that it's very portable. I just grab it and throw it in the pack, and I know it's there. Yeah, almost everything fits in it. The only thing that doesn't is my Moore companion that I use. It's blue, my favorite color. It's one of the first knives I got. My girlfriend bought this for me for Christmas 2 years ago, and I love it for carving. It's just got a good feel to it, and for the bigger stuff, like when you're first shaping your stuff and everything like that, this is a great knife for that. And it's easy to keep a nice edge on. Now this is a leather pouch that I made. It's roughly, I'm gonna say, maybe 10 by 10. It's got a flap with double snaps on the front to make sure everything stays in there. I could always put belt loops on the back if I wanted to, but I'm not real keen on holding this on my belt. It does have some weight to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everything out and show you everything I have in here. And there's actually quite a bit in there. So this is a friend of mine gave me a whole bunch of car leather. Well, I call it car leather. It's if you got a leather interior in your car, this is the stuff. So it's not overly thick, but it's leather and it's good and tough. I actually have a sewing machine that I use. It's something that I think anybody that's into bushcraft or prepping or anything should own and learn how to use. Like, I'm not fantastic with it, but I can get by with it. And I got a model that's strong enough that it'll go through thinner leather. So that's another consideration when you're looking for one. And the thread that I got came from a buddy of mine, Colin. And it's a UV resistant and rot and mildew proof outdoor thread. And I love the stuff. It's great, like for hand sewing or doing in the machine. But there's a pouch I made for my first. We're going to look at I've got my hook knife that I keep rolled up in a piece of leather so that if I want to, I can strap my knives on the leather, but I think I'm going to make a small strap to go with this kit. So we've got that. I bought myself a flex cut, and this is kind of like a detail knife. I'm happy with it. It's got a nice bulge in the handle. You can get good control with it. It's great for the really fine tasks. Next, I have a 4-blade carving jack. Most all of them are sheep posts. So, but just for whittling around the campfire and doing some finer tasks, like it's got the smaller blades and that. This works really good. I got this in a trade from my buddy Dave, the bow maker. Next I have a carbon Opinel. I put this in here to have another bigger blade to carve with. Opinels are great. They're got a really nice blade on them and they feel good in the hand. And they pack away nicely too. Next we have my gouges, and I went to a woodworking store up here in Canada called Lee Valley, and I got this. This is a decent set. There are 6 pieces. There's straight gouges, curved gouges, and they're all made by Ramelson out of the States. They hold a good edge. They work really well. They're not a huge set, but for a little carving kit for by the fire, you don't want nothing real huge. Like I do want to get one bigger gouge for doing bowls, but that gouge is going to be like a good size gouge so that you can really hog out the material. I have 2 sharpening stones in here. This is a little double-sided, and then I have a diamond rod. The diamond rods are really good to just touch up edges and really good for the hook knife, the spoon knife. So it stays with the spoon knife and it packs away nice. It fits in the kit really well. And the last piece I got is this little handmade detail carver. And my buddy Chris from Cambridge Bushcraft made this for me at his shop, sheath and all. And this little sucker will get into the tight corners and everything like that. Like if you're doing, say, just whittling around the fire, doing like little figurines and stuff like that, that I want to try. I watch Doug Outside, and he does little hillbilly guys and little hiker guys and stuff like that. It's really cool to watch. Something that I want to try. He does little bears and everything like that. So a nice little carving knife like this, detail carver, we'll get into those to get those little, just to make things that much smoother and more detail. But Chris made that for me the first time I met him, and I have, like, he's even put my name in the end of the handle here. But it's a great little detail carver too. But it's just something that I thought was really cool, and I have commissioned him to make me a few more that I'm going to be putting in as part of the prize in an upcoming giveaway. I'm not really gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna announce that it's gonna be a giveaway or not, or whether I'm just gonna do the do it the secret way and just hide it in a video. You're just going to have to stay tuned to find that out, but it won't be for a while. It's going to be when I'm up around 300 or something like that, but I plan on doing one in the near future and having custom carving knives as a prize. I think it's pretty cool. So I think that's about it for my little carving kit. It wasn't that hard to make now that I got the sewing machine to make the pouch, so I'm going to be making a few. I got a bunch of leather given to me, so I'm going to be making a bunch of pouches for some of my friends and pouches for different things. Like I want to make some belt pouches for myself and that. But as I do them, I'll probably do a video on how to do them and the sewing machine that I use, so that people can check it out and go from there. Like mine will do canvas and denim and all the thicker materials, so that's why I picked it up. A friend of mine, Wayne McKenzie, has a embroidery and leather shop, and he picked it up for me, and he does all the maintenance on it for it and everything like that, so I appreciate that, Wayne. So that's going to do it for now, guys. As far as shoutouts, we're going to go right across the lake here, Lake Erie, to Nicole, Lake Erie Prepper. Great gal. Just getting into it, and she does nice videos. She's down to earth. So that's what she means. And I like that in somebody. And the second one, I know he's been getting a lot of shout outs lately, but he's a nice guy to talk to. And that's Brian down at the Fat Wood Emporium, and well, his company is Fat Wood Emporium. His channel is Cape Fear Bushcraft and Survival. Yeah, this guy, if you want to know fire, he's the guy to talk to. And he's got some fantastic gear on his website. I checked it out. I plan on, hopefully, I gotta check and see how much it's going to cost me to get it set up here to Canada, but I think it would be cool. I seen Josh down at Survival Mindset use a fire piston from Brian, and I think it'd be a really cool addition to any fire kit. So those are the two shout outs this time: Nicole, Lake Erie Prepper, and Cape Fear Survival and Bushcraft, or Bushcraft and Survival. Either or, it's Brian Lee, and his company is the Fat Wood Emporium. So go check them both out. I'll put the links in the description. So that's it for this time, guys. Always remember, be safe, be careful, and enjoy your dare time. Thanks, guys.